This music was always quite cool in Pokémon Red. This is the remix. It's just a remix. It's just a remix. It's just a remix. But yeah, let me tell you all exactly what I was about. Let's go with that piff. You know who it is. Iceman Etika in the building. Iceman Etika in the building. For your children. Alright, you're thinking that I'm nice because you support. I'll talk to you in a sea of ice or pimp juice. I get back to a bitch with a chip too. Iceman still look good. What am I dick to? And something with the pistols. I don't know the lyrics very well. You see, I've actually. Oh no, burnt. You see, I was the one who transcribed the 5 Iceman Etika songs on Genius.com. Well, actually, the first one, the one which I was just, you know, reenacting, the Democratics remix. That one, someone had already began transcribing, but only only the intro and the first quarter of the first verse. So I did everything else. I finished it up, and then I was like, okay, well, maybe well, I can also transcribe the next one, white tea, and then I can also transcribe watch your back, watch your back, watch your back, and then I can also transcribe suckers and fools. Well, mine are halfway fainted too. Look at this. This is horrible, horrible, I tell you. But maybe I can hold down a little longer here. My Pokemon, that is. Is there any item on the rock? No. Yes, exactly. Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much. I guess the only limitation would be that I have no room to catch any new Pokemon, really, up here. It's these ones that I have, and I have to use them pretty much. Well, I could always go back, but I don't wanna. It would be very time consuming. Besides, I'm pretty happy with the team I have right now. I'll use them. That intense music, and now this otherly melody. Anyway, this is episode 56, part 56 of my lady play of Pokémon Glazed. Oh yeah, and then I thought, well, I can also transcribe what I'm gonna do. So I transcribed those 4 songs, not the Democratics remix. Well, I did transcribe most of that one. Point is, I've transcribed Etika's songs. Thing is, I don't know if it's probably because it's English is my second language, or because I'm stupid, but I got a lot of it wrong. So, whilst I was the first one to publish it, people have been editing it. People have been editing it because I messed up some parts in the transcription. Like, I don't have an example. I don't feel like looking up an example either. Oh, thank God you missed. I don't want to be here. Well, anyway, I can talk about it some other things. So, thing is, today is Friday. Yesterday, I got angry in in geography class, you could say. But I didn't talk about it in the video yesterday because, yeah, I just kind of Well, part of it is because I don't even want to talk about it. Like, it's as if I don't even care anymore. If I get angry. See, the way I see it is that it's like indoctrination. But I guess that's what it is. It's like, kind of like no shit Sherlock. In fact, today the teacher said, today the teacher, the subject Swedish teacher made it known that the purpose was to create democratic people. So that's supposedly the point of the Swedish school system, is to create good democratic people. And I'm like, wow. That is really it. We live in a society. Democratic. Because the idea was that, well, my classmate was saying like some evil things. Like, oh, if I were in this, we're reading a book and in which the main character goes around in people's bodies involuntarily, gets transported to a new body every day. My classmate said, "Oh well, I would stuff a bunch of, I would do some evil things. I would stuff a bunch of people in safes, lock them up in cages, actually, in cages." And so then the teacher was like, "Oh well, here's an interesting dilemma. We're supposed to create some good democratic people, and then one of the students is evil. What do you do?" And all I was thinking during that was like, oh well, maybe I'm the evil one. That's very edgy. So yeah, and so I felt it was indoctrination, bad indoctrination, in geography class yesterday. I was getting angry. The teacher was talking about like racism. Yeah, racism. Said that Sweden is one of the most racist countries. Like, supposedly Sweden, the Kingdom of Sweden, was one of the forefronts of racial biology. The pretense being that it's all incorrect, which just makes me wonder, how the fuck could they do so much? How could they do all this stuff if it's incorrect? Like, what was their method if it was supposedly all incorrect? Like, how could they mess up that badly? Were they just making claims without basis, without any basis for it? Baseless claims, is that what they were making? The racist Swedes, were they making baseless claims about race? Or did they try to document some stuff, but they did it horribly? Somehow messed it up? Like some kind of study gone wrong? Is that how it happened? I'm very curious now. Because yeah, and then it was like, oh, this is really funny. Actually, my folder's right here. I wrote some stuff down. Since I got so angry, I was taking notes. Like you do. I guess I'm the only one who does that. Though I don't know where on the folder the notes are. let's see here if I can find it. Oh, it's right here, isn't it? Yes, here it is. I took some notes. So what Yeah, so then they started talking about the N-word. And now, if you're like me, you're wondering, hold up, which N-word? Nice? Nether? Ugh. This joke would have worked better if I actually had a list of N-words, but I'm having difficulty coming up with them. See, that's like when we were doing this like game in KF class one time in like the 8th grade. And I don't know, I think I was supposed to come up with some word starting with N. And actually, this actually happened. The only word I could come up with was that started with N. I guess a noun was Neger. That was the only word that came to my mind. So that was pretty funny. And it's similarly right now. I can't come up with many N-words. Let's upside down quotation mark, you're too weak. Oh. Let me try to come up with some more N-words here. Nook, that's a noun. Nook. And nomad, that's a noun. Nomad. Anyway, you get the point. Well, the N-word he was talking about was like multiple ones. When American intersectional feminists talk about the N-word, they're usually talking about both. As far as the English language goes. Which confuses me, because I've always seen a difference between nigger and nigga. I've always distinguished, but they don't distinguish. And they know I mean no disrespect, but they still find it disrespectful. Anyway, that's not what this conversation is about. Well, it kind of is. It kind of is, actually. Since this is a Swedish classroom in the Kingdom of Sweden, he was talking about the Swedish equivalent, neger. And now, some people, like Angry Foreigner, would say that, oh well, neger, that's not a negatively loaded word. You know, I would be somewhat inclined to agree. Well, then again, not really. What do I know? Well, well, I'm definitely not I'm definitely not as eager to use that word as I am to use the nigga word. Nigga. I'm much more eager to use that word. It's not because I'm not talking about black people when I say nigga. I didn't know people were. I thought it was a racially neutral term. Supposedly it isn't, though, which took me by surprise. No, but I still see it as racially neutral. Other people beg to differ. I'll continue in the next video. I'll record 2 videos tonight. Goodbye.